honestly, this is like the third time. This is like the third time I'm trying to make this video, but I'm trying to make it like kind of short and sweet and not ramble on. But I just wanted to talk about my school schedule for this summer and my work schedule for this summer and, you know, my gym schedule for this summer, and just trying to manage everything together. So like the gym, I kind of just set a timing that works every single day. Like I try to go 5 times a week, and I set a timing that works every single day. So in the morning from like 10 to 12, that's kind of like the time I have allotted for the gym, and I don't really have anything else planned for that timing unless, you know, I have an exam that day or something. Like I like to wake up early, kind of have like a pre-workout like snack thingy. I either eat like a banana or some oatmeal, and then, you know, go to the gym, come back, eat a bigger meal, and then just kind of go about my day. It just kind of helps me start my day, you know. Like I kind of feel weird if I don't go. It's really been like helping, especially with like your mental it just kind of helps structure your life, I guess. It definitely helps mine, at least. Second thing was work. My work schedule is kind of random, but I kind of plan out my days as if I would have work that day or if I wouldn't have work that day. I have things that like substitute it if I don't have work that day. But it's definitely like, I don't try to work a lot. I honestly do not try to work a lot because school. I am taking 16 credit hours this summer, and I'm also like into certification programs that I'm trying to complete ASAP. So with school, I'm taking 5 classes. My first class started on May 4th, and it actually ended like the first week of June. My second class started on May 11th, and then it ended on June 15th. And then my last 3 classes started on May 18th, and they end in July. They end in like the end of July as well. So those are kind of just the ones I'm focusing on right now. The only reason I have time to make this stupid video is because I finished those other 2 classes. You know, it's definitely a blessing, alhamdulillah. Like I got good grades in both of those. I hope to get good grades in the rest of these, inshallah. Honestly, like I feel like a lot of people wouldn't know how to manage it or would kind of go crazy with it, but I feel like I'm not super stressed out just because I kind of know what I need to do, and like I kind of have like a set schedule in my own brain and like on a computer, like on Google Calendar, of like when I need to get things done and like how to get them done, and like I give myself like time frame. I also give myself breaks and all that stuff to just get everything done so that I don't have to stress out. The only time I ever feel stressed out is like when something kind of just goes out of my plan. So like if something comes up, then I kind of would just kind of feel a little unbalanced because I don't know like how to like get back on track. But once I do, it's kind of like smooth sailing from there. I just recently had one of those little breaks where I was just kind of stressed out about exams. I had 3 exams. I have an exam that's due tomorrow, but I had 2 exams this week and like 2 papers due on the weekend last weekend, and it was just, it's a lot, but it's definitely manageable. Like I feel good about myself. Like I feel really like I'm busy, but it's a good busy because I'm just kind of preoccupying myself, you know. Like I kind of have a routine. Like I eat, sleep, pray, study, go to work, gym, and like repeat, you know. So for school, just organization is very important, like to make sure that you can organize your classes. Like you can see when things are due, you can see how fast you can get them done, and you can get them done as fast as you can. You know, like I try to get all my busy assignments out as soon as I can, literally as soon as I can, and I'll be doing them while I eat or something, you know, like things that I don't really have to think about. But when it comes to papers then that's when I kind of just 11:58 p.m. And that's a habit I do want to break, and I probably will be breaking because I really want to finish like most of my assignments that I can for my classes before mid-July. I really want to get them done, and that's my goal. And so I kind of just set my schedule so that I can get those done. And it might be a lot more work than I normally put in, but it's definitely something that is manageable if you just kind of stay calm about it, and you just kind of, like, you're like, okay, like, I am gonna get this done. It doesn't have to be stressful. I don't know, I feel like you also have to make things easier for yourself. Like, I bought an iPad. And I was questioning. I was like it was just a whole process of like, okay, yes, I am going to buy this. Like, this is something I'm going to invest in. And it was honestly like the best investment I've made like my whole college career, just because it made my life so much easier. Like, I was carrying my laptop, my notebooks, my pens, all that stuff with me to work, just in case I had time to work on any of that stuff. And now I just kind of like toss my iPad in there, and everything's on there. Like, I like really limit myself as to what I put on there. So like OneNote is a godsend. It is the most helpful thing that I have found, that is free, by the way. I love it. Everything is so organized on there. It's just so easy. I just know where it's just so easy. And then with my certification, it also came with the syllabus. And so I kind of just grouped the assignments to do it, like, instead of doing it within 16 weeks, I want to get it done within 8, just because I want to it was my goal to get it done. So I'm gonna like accomplish that goal, hopefully. Maybe it won't happen, but hopefully it will. I don't think it's stressful per se, but I am very I'm very studious. Not as much as like somebody in med school or something, but definitely studious for somebody who's in undergrad. I feel I'm only like that because I realize it's only making things easier for myself, even if it's information I'm never going to use like in my life. I just Google Calendar, schedule out your time, make sure you're eating well, staying hydrated, sleeping well. Sleep is so important. I love sleeping, and I've actually been taking a lot more naps than I should be, but sleep is very, 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 very important. Especially like if you're going to the gym and stuff like that, you need that rest. You also need to be eating. I try to eat healthy. Unless I'm home, then I eat whatever is at home, But I try to eat healthy for the most part when I'm by myself. Although it may seem like a lot, like I'm doing a lot, I feel very blessed, alhamdulillah, that, like I kind of got a grip on it all. And I feel like praying, definitely praying, kind of like helps me. It's just like the little times that you do pray, it's like it kind of just takes you away from like all these mundane things, and just kind of like, puts you at peace. I don't know, I feel like I'm a better person in general. I'm a lot more peaceful, a lot more in tune with myself, just because I started to pray a lot more than I used to. And it's just, now it's like an everyday thing. When I can pray, I pray. I feel like that's very important. I feel like that, like I always pray for ease and stuff like that with my studies as well. And I feel like, it's just something that's been happening, because I could have easily not figured out how to get my things together, and it could have been a really stressful semester. I probably would have dropped a class or something, but I didn't. And, alhamdulillah for that. I'm content. I'm happy. Taking a lot of classes during the summer. Unless you have plans for the summer, I wouldn't suggest doing it. But if you're just chilling, like, you can definitely knock out classes and stuff, But never do more than you can. Just because, like, what you're capable of. And even though you should push yourself, you should know your boundaries, know your limits, and don't exceed them, especially with school, because it's better to take like 2 classes and get A's in them than take 5 classes and get like B's and C's. And that yourself. Everybody has their own little thing with education, academics. I know that I could pull out pretty solid grades, which is the only reason why I pushed myself to do 5 classes this semester, but I probably wouldn't recommend it to normal people. Just because it's not fun, especially when you're working too. I really wish I had more downtime to like do things like paint. I love painting. I haven't painted in a very long time. I really wanted to start like embroidery and stuff. Like I really want to do that, but I just don't have time because I'm always studying and stuff. just like little things like that, you know. Yeah, I think that is it. Yeah, I tried this video like 6 times. I don't even know if I'm speaking loud enough, but if you watch this, thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. I don't know how this is gonna come out when I edit it. We'll see. Yeah, thank you.